What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about the never-ending XRP SEC case. There's been some interesting developments, and if you are an XRP holder, you're going to want to pay attention to know what is going on, because there's been the last couple of big decisions have been going XRP's way. So I want to talk about how this is going to affect your holdings. Before I do, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel. Had you invested $100 into each of these, when I release videos about them and you were still holding all that crypto, you'd be in profit for around 10K. If you had cashed out at the all-time highs in the previous cycle, you'd have been in profit for 123K. That is the difference between cashing out at the right times. If you guys want to see the coins that I'm buying up right now, the coins in the bear cycle that I think are going to make them massive, massive gains, whether that's 40x's, 50x's, or 100x's, then come check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share everything I'm doing. If you don't have the time to do the research in this sort of never-ending sort of life of work and home and work and home and work and home, and then in between pay all the bills, then you can see exactly what I'm doing. Because research takes time, it's worth doing. But if you don't have the time, like I said, you can get a leg up and see exactly what I'm buying up. Bought a couple of coins so far in this bear cycle. I've got strong positions in a number of cryptos. I'm going to add to those positions. I'm also going to create brand new positions in cryptos that I think have got real shots of massive gains. Like I said with Phantom, I said it would 100x and it did a 677. So yeah, if you want to see what I'm buying, just click the link in the description and check it out. So XRP, currently rocking around 34.5 cents. And they've had an interesting sort of, 48, 50, effectively fortnight, really. So the SEC has had their attempt at removing the, what's the phrase? The amicus curiae status for XRP holders denied. So the SEC tried to revoke XRP holders' status. If you're unfamiliar with what amicus curiae actually is, it means one, such as a professional person or organization that is not a party to a particular litigation, but is permitted by the court to advise in respect to some matter of law that directly affects the case in question. And arguably, who's more affected by this case than XRP holders? I can't even believe they tried. So the federal judge has denied the SEC's attempts to revoke the amicus status of XRP holders, which is a big, big hit for them. So what they said was the court will not benefit from movements assistance in evaluating the qualifications of experts picked by the SEC according to the ruling. John Deaton, who's obviously effectively running a class action against the SEC, and other movements were permitted to act as friends of the court back in October, but their attempt to insert themselves in the case, into the case third-party defendants, was rejected. So the SEC asked the court to revoke their amicus status last week after Deaton filed an amicus brief to take aim at Patrick Doody, the SEC's expert, whose report detailed that what information the holders of the controversial crypto relied on before purchasing the token. And prior to that, the plaintiff was accused of an extreme position or on expert reports by the defendants. Earlier this month as well, the defendants slammed the SEC for its attempts to shield the names of its expert witnesses, because you do have to share your information prior to any sort of court motion. So the agency claimed that it wanted to protect its experts from threats and harassment. Ripple and the SEC have been engaged in this battle for a while. Now, the irony as well is obviously the judge has actually picked them up on hypocrisy multiple times as well, because what they ended up doing was trying to get the Hinman emails and the Hinman speech to be classified as personal. So they stated outright that was his personal perspective, William Hinman's personal perspective on the cryptos that he was talking about, but it wasn't the SEC's position. But in spite of the fact that it was his personal belief, and all these documents are personal beliefs, they still tried to get them to be removed as evidence under the guise of effectively privacy. And not even privacy. It was what was it? It was attorney-client privilege, which was absolutely staggering. So Judge Netburn denied their motion, stating that they cannot be protected by attorney-client privilege. How can they? This was the guy that was in charge of the SEC. He was sharing his thoughts, which have to be assumed to be the thoughts of the agency that he, in fact, was in charge of and represented. And of course, they're not protected by attorney-client privilege, or, for that matter, deliberative process privilege. So Ripple's general counsel continues to take aim at SEC's crypto regulation stance. And it was Stuart Alderotti put great insight from the Republican Todd Tyart. Jesus Christ, some of these names, guys. Some of these bloody names. So, yeah, the SEC has manipulated the absence of regulatory clarity of blockchain tech to justify going beyond its authority. And that is quite clearly what has been happening, to the point that they're almost forming some sort of alliance with the commodities, their counterpart in terms of commodities, trying to put every crypto bar Bitcoin and Ethereum under the umbrella of the SEC, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are classified as commodities, and they're under the commodities regulation. And it's just, I mean, it's been mental. But if you're an XRP holder, a lot of what's been happening over the past 3 weeks or so has gone massively in XRP's favor. One thing I believe is that they are going to end up winning this case. I think the fact that we have had, or you in America, if you're watching in America, we've had, senators, we've had governors coming out and talking about the fact that the SEC has been unfair in terms of the clarity that's provided. They've overstepped, and politicians left, right, and centre have been calling them out for this. On top of the fact that you've effectively got a community that are calling them out on it, and whether that's XRP or crypto, I know we have a very militant and sort of combative range of communities. But this case has repercussions for the entire space of crypto. And if you are a crypto investor, you should want XRP and Ripple to win, because it slows down the sort of steamroller effects that we will see from the SEC. And I know there are a lot of people that don't like XRP. There are a lot of people that love XRP. We've even had Vitalik Buterin coming out and sort of slamming XRP in the past, and then CZ from Binance saying, this is not what we do in this space. So, massively rooting for Ripple and XRP. I don't like the SEC. I don't like governmental agencies, particularly corrupt ones, which this quite clearly is. If you're an XRP holder, the last few weeks have been really, really positive, and while there is still another 6 months or so of this case remaining, the progress that's been made by the Ripple team has been clear, and right now they're certainly on the front foot in this legal case, and it looks like they're set to win. So that's really positive news. If you're a holder, it's positive news for the overall crypto space, but we'll see how it plays out. There's still a long way to go, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of briefs left, but I don't see a settlement coming anymore. But yeah, if you're an XRP holder, are you happy about this? Are you buzzing? And tell me honestly, don't care about the swearing. What do you think of the SEC? Let me know in the comments down below, because I love seeing anyone slamming the SEC, to be fair. It's enjoyable. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you know when new content is coming out. And if you want to see the coins that I'm buying up right now in this bear cycle, the ones that I think are going to have the massive gains, the ones that I think are going to be potentially those life changes. Like I said with Phantom, and I got that so right, along with Theta and Zilliqa and VeChain. But there are opportunities to make serious money in this market. If you're in this space, you know that. If you don't have the time to do your research, you can come see the research I've done. You can come see the coins I'm buying. And you can take the thought processes out of it and just copy. And if you don't want it, don't. But keep watching the videos and keep engaging with the channel because we love it here. And that's it from me, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.